Hello and welcome to EBTV's coverage of East Brunswick High School athletics. Today, boys volleyball versus the Raiders of North Brunswick Township High School. Hi, I'm Ken Saroka, and I'm joined by Tony Alexander, the JV boys volleyball coach. And Tony, we're coming down to the end of the regular season here. Is there a chance, even though these teams are pretty closely matched, this isn't going to be, shouldn't be a blowout, is there a chance that we could be looking beyond to the GMC playoffs and the state playoffs, which are coming?
The boys, they have the future on their mind. They have since the beginning of the season, but they have done a very nice job of kind of taking it one game at a time. So I don't expect them to look past this game. I kind of expect them to kind of go in here, take care of business, and then hopefully get out of here with a win.
Bears have a 13-4 record coming into today. 11 out of the last 13. What's the difference between the early season struggles and how they're playing right now?
The boys have somewhat found an identity for themselves, and they seem to be having a lot of fun when they play. And when you add that into the fact that we're serving aggressively and passing pretty well, it adds up to wins.
One of the things I was talking with Coach Melissa Strauss about before we were on the air here is efficiency. That is, you're hitting very well. I mean, to me, that would mean that there are no big rallies. This is going to be quick, one and done, take advantage of any opportunity that the other team gives you.
Our goal every point is pass that swing and get a kill and get out of there with the point. When the rallies kind of go on and on and on, that's when we have to buckle down kind of mentally and make sure that we make the good pass so that we can get our best swing possible.
Now, it's late in the season, but yet it's the first time that North Brunswick and East Brunswick win, and the only time that North Brunswick and East Brunswick will meet this season. Is it difficult preparing for an opponent that you really don't know anything about?
What I told the boys is that, North Brunswick, I'll give them credit, coming up through the years, freshmen and JV, they've given us fits at the lower levels. And so I told these boys not to take them for granted and to approach this game like they would approach every other game with a strong mindset and want to get out here with a win.
And it is senior night here at East Brunswick High School, and we'll be honoring our seniors and their parents right after we come back from our little break. We'll be back in just a minute. And we're back here awaiting the start of our senior night ceremonies here. Only two seniors on the team, so we're going to honor their parents.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to East Brunswick High School for tonight's contest between the Raiders of North Brunswick and our East Brunswick Bears. Tonight we honor our departing seniors who have experienced success on and off of the court over the past several seasons. Their actions have affected not only their teammates, but their coaches, fans, community, and their families in a positive way. They have also helped maintain the pride that EBHS takes in the athletic program. We would also like to thank the family and friends who have been supportive the entire season. And now here are your seniors. First, Sean Frazee, accompanied by parents Barbara and
Sean Frazee, accompanied by parents Barbara and Alan.
And Deep Athwal, accompanied by mother Kieran.
Deep Athwal, who was injured a couple of weeks ago, recovering, could be available for the state tournament, accompanied by his mother Kieran.
Once again, we want to thank.
And again, we'd like to thank our seniors for their dedication to the program over the years, and their parents, and give a nice hand here from the audience. We'll be back for the opening of our match in just a moment. And we are back as they're introducing the Raiders of North Brunswick, who come into this match with a 12-5 record. So a pretty even matchup, and I was talking to Coach Melissa Strauss before the game, and there's a possibility here that this could be a matchup seen in the GMC tournament, very evenly matched, to be kind of that 4-5 bracket type match up in the GMC tournament. The cutoffs for the state tournament are coming next week, and there is no doubt that East Brunswick will be in the state tournament as well.
Number 1, middle, Pratik Patel.
And again, North Brunswick's lineup being introduced.
Neil Patel.
And first time the Raiders of North Brunswick have been up into these kind of upper stratosphere. Now for the Bears, Alan Weissman is, as introduced here, the setter.
Outside hitter, Jack
Jack Fredericks, number 7, the outside hitter.
Number 22, middle, William Fox.
Billy Fox, the middle.
Number 0,
0.
Sean Frazee.
Sean Frazee, the opposite, number 0 here for the Bears, one of the seniors on the team.
Number 15, outside hitter, Danny Leong.
Danny Leong, 15, who was recently quoted in the Home News as having an incredible vertical leap, so only 5'7", but jumps out of the building. And Mike Mann, 32, and libero Kevin Liu, the libero. And those are your starting lineups here. Best of 3, rally scoring, so first to 25, win by 2, gets the game. A lot of activity going on here at East Brunswick. The freshman game delayed our start here a little bit because the officials were downstairs doing the freshman game. And begin momentarily here as the teams will shake hands at the net. Both teams wearing white, but obviously the home Bears in the white with green, and North Brunswick in white and blue with yellow numerals. This game will be rebroadcast May 12th at 4 p.m. and May 13th is part of a mini marathon of East Brunswick athletics at 8 p.m. Bears coached by Melissa Strauss, who had to take over in the early part of the season because Coach Greg Rutz was involved in a car accident. He's recovering well, but unable to perform his coaching duties, so everybody moved up a notch here. Tony Alexander, who was the freshman coach, now moves to JV, and Melissa Strauss, who's also the girls' head coach, so it's not really a big transition in the sense of coaching duties. Melissa Strauss takes over here as the boys' coach for this season as well. East Brunswick will serve to begin as officials are doing their check. And serving for the Bears, junior Alex Weissman with 16 service aces. Okay, and libero checks in. And we're ready to get underway here. Bears and the Raiders. That's the one player, and Tony's back with us now after doing the introductions senior night. That's the one player that Coach Strauss mentioned about the big middle.
He has an aggressive swing, but at times he will tip like he did right there, and we have to do a better job of recognizing his hand movements when he pulls his arm back to swing versus when he just puts his hand up to tip.
Okay, 2-0 as the Bears misplay that at the net. Neil Patel serving for the Raiders. Bears get on the scoreboard there, and we'll take the serve as that ball heads out in the general direction of Phil Hostler's office. Serving now for the Bears, Jack Fredericks. 15 service aces. And that ball never crossed the net, and 4 hits point the Bears. 2-2 our score. I just noticed what was missing here in the gymnasium as they repainted the walls. All the banners are down. So I was going to mention how many state championships the Bears have won in volleyball.
6.
6. And I was going to read the years off, and they're not here. The walls are clean, well painted, repainted, but naked.
And the banners are coming back soon, from what I hear, and they're lovely and redone completely.
Wow. For just a young program, I mean, the Bears, this program is not even 20 years old, and that's a great service there, mishandled by the back line of the Raiders. for a program that's less than 20 years old in a sport that's really not native to New Jersey, you know, California, yeah, Florida maybe, you know, Bears have an incredible history.
We were fortunate to have a very good beginning that really laid the foundation for, you know, future years.
Well, Tony, you graduated, as you see, again, a good kill, a good put away there on the front line there by the Bears. This program, you were here in the school at the time. I think you graduated in 99?
98.
In 98, 99?
And I believe it was the second season of the volleyball program.
Yeah. And immediately they were competitive. Ooh,
yes.
And that one, service goes wide as that one got away from Jack Fredericks. Bears now up 5-3. And serving John Lynn. Good kill there. I am impressed. The paper made mention of the jumping ability of Danny Young, and just, you know, you can see him. He definitely is not tall. 5'7" is listed in the program.
He, you know, we noticed him at an early age. You know, his athleticism is really off the charts, but not only that, he also has a really good volleyball mind to him, and he knows when to hit it, how to hit it, and it really benefits himself.
Serving for the Bears here. Little tip. Good recovery there, but free ball. If North Brunswick can take advantage of the opportunity here. Little dink over.
Good rotation by Sean Frazee.
A little bit of confusion there on part of North Brunswick. Bears ready for the set. And they're calling that a lift, or
they called that out of bounds. My guess is that when Sean tipped it over the net, it clipped the antenna.
Okay, so you can clip it on the serve, but you can't clip it on the in play afterwards?
No, anything that touches it, yeah,
okay.
That's out of bounds.
You can definitely sense more confident net play.
Yes.
Here versus the Raiders. Serving Sean Frazee. Looks like it's going to be a big, powerful jump serve. That rotation downward. But unfortunately, Alec Weissman could not come up with a clean block, and North Brunswick gets the point, 8-5. Substitution. And John Wong will check in place of Sean Frazee. A little confusion here because there were actually two balls on the court. More of a knuckleball jump serve there. Whoa. Ooh. That looked bad. That looked bad live. It'll look bad on replay, but that was aimed right at the poor defender there for the Raiders as Danny Leung got up and just drilled it. And he'll go back to serve. Uh-oh. Confusion there.
Yep, miscommunication. That'll do it every time.
Okay, 24 is back in. That's Tanay Mahadik. And discussing whether or not some kids said he was big, but not as athletic. So the idea was movement.
I think the quicker we can run our offense and the more we can move our pieces around, I think that'll play to our advantage because it forces him to move along the net a little bit more, which I don't think necessarily is his forte.
And the rafters are in play here. Set. And almost colliding into the grandstand there, but Brandon Shammy for the Raiders. 11-6 our score. First game here. Best of 3. Kevin Liu on the serve. Tipped at the net. Set. And an unclean block.
That works to East Brunswick's advantage again, to have that clean, pass, set, swing, kill sequence. The shorter the points go, the better for the Bears.
Jump ball looked like there. And again, talking about 24, the Tene Mahadik, that he's not as athletic, he's not jumping, to move and then not hit it right at him, but like that.
Yep.
Yeah, right at him, boom, easy kill. But not to hit it right at him. 13-7. Flat serve. Set, killed. Looked like the Librero cut in a little too quick on that. Librero cut in a little too quick. There was a big hole back there.
Yeah, a lot of times, the Libero is asked to rotate towards the hitter, and sometimes they don't get there quick enough. Sometimes they get there too quick, and the ball goes the opposite direction.
Weissman serving for the Bears. Blue with the dig. Long pass for a set. Deflected, but out. Point Bears.
I think the best thing the Bears can do in order to take number 24, Tene Mahadik, out of the game is for their service to be aggressive and for North Brunswick to not be able to pass as well.
That net violation there.
Because you'll see when they don't pass as well, the setter is pulled off the net, and that takes options away from the setter, one of those being the middle.
Using him as a decoy almost every time, except that one kill he had.
Good coverage by the Bears.
And that one looked like it was going out. Could have been a lift call on the other side, though. Deep. Oh, and that's a double hit. (17-7). Little dink over. Bears set. That was deflected at the net. Point Bears. Timeout called by North Brunswick's coach. We have a mic on Melissa Strauss, coach of East Brunswick Bears, so let's listen in on her huddle.
Rage quit.
Okay, remember, the mic is on.
They rage quit.
Don't say anything stupid. Okay, I have nothing to say, but keep pressing, keep playing. Pass well and they can't handle you, so just keep it up, okay? Let's go. Come on, keep having fun out there. You guys look good.
Well, how can you say anything stupid to that? I mean, it's true. I mean, the Bears look like they're fluid. They're in motion constantly. They're running their sets very well, and they have an 18-7 lead.
They're passing well. They're playing some pretty good defense. They're picking up the loose balls. Everything that you would want a volleyball team to do, they're doing right now, and the score is kind of indicative of that.
Yeah, we'd like to take a moment right here. We got a chance to thank the EBTV technical crew for coming out, setting up here, and broadcasting East Brunswick High School athletics in all 3 of our sports seasons, volleyball and lacrosse here in the spring. Weissman. Oh, good dig, but not a good play by North Brunswick to set it up. And East Brunswick does manage the quick set. So now that I can understand. You have an opportunity, take your time and set, and North Brunswick immediately pushes the ball back and gives up the Bears a chance to set up.
Yeah, the eyes get wide when that ball kind of floats over the net and you really want to put it down, but sometimes you don't hit it as well as you should.
Out. And the one chance that it looked like North Brunswick had for a good opportunity for a kill there They're claiming that it was deflected. Coach for North Brunswick is talking about a deflection, but I didn't particularly see any deflection. Could have been maybe a net. Or blocked. Confusion there. Free ball for the Bears.
We talked about that on the last broadcast, the fact that, we rely on 2 student athletes as almost referees in this game that are responsible for in and out calls, block calls, and ultimately the lead referee, the up referee, is responsible for the overall call.
Weissman serving again. Bears up 22-7. Deflected at the net. Knocked out of bounds. That'll break the run by the Bears and give North Brunswick a chance to earn points on serve. Is that a statistic that you keep, points on serve?
We keep many, and that is one of them. But we don't necessarily care about the points on the serve. We care about how aggressive the serve is. If we're serving it to their best defensive player, the libero. If we're serving it to the dead center of the court. We want to know how hard we're making it for the other team to pass.
Lift. Point North Brunswick. 22-10. Now North Brunswick on a 3-point run. Opportunity there and out of bounds. It's hard to see the lines. The yellow lines are the playing lines here. And a perfect chance there for an easy point, and they lose it. Back on serve for the Bears. And wide with that serve is Jack Fredericks. So give that point to North Brunswick, and they will return to serve.
That would be an example of a poor serve.
Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of indecision there on the back row, Kevin Liu. That's got to be a tough call when it's floating like that, and you know it's not going to be spinning down, and it's kind of floating.
Well, what we ask our players to do is basically, we don't like them to just let the ball go behind. We want them to follow the ball. And at the last second, if they feel like it's going to drop in, then play the ball. Otherwise, let the ball go out.
And you think perhaps in that case, Kevin was watching a little too much and didn't get back on it enough?
No, Kevin actually didn't watch it on that one. He just kind of let it float over his head, assuming that it would have went out of bounds when, in fact, it didn't.
And with that point, the Bears win the first game of this match, 25-12. The teams will change sides, and then game 2 will begin. And we'll take a break here while the coaches give their instructions before game 2, and we'll be back in just a moment. And we are back, and in the picture right now is one Bill Pellegrino, who has been teaching here at East Brunswick High School for 51 years. He is a swimming coach. He is the boys' head tennis coach. And Bill Pellegrino is retiring after 51 years of service to this school, and as well as a few years in the military. So the man is a living legend here and a treasure, and we of course wish Bill Pellegrino the best in his retirement. Difficult shoes to fill there. Bears had an easy time of it in the first game of the match. And I'm sure that's one of the things that Coach Strauss talked about during her timeout was, let's just finish it here.
I think she probably said, you guys did a lot of things right in that first game. Let's not change anything. Let's not try and do too much. And let's go out here and hopefully dominate the second game.
And again, because this could be a future playoff match in the GMCs, maybe you do want to set a tone. You want to set maybe not like a Cole Hamels fastball to the back of Bryce Harper kind of tone, but you want to let everybody know that this is going to be a tough road. I mean, if you're going to be in the GMCs or state tournament, that you have to up your game.
Yeah, I think the boys, after losing to West Windsor North, really not putting in their best effort, their best performance there. These last couple of matches, they've wanted to right the ship and have momentum going in their direction going into the postseason.
A little dink there by Mike Mann, Bears start off the second game with the first point. Now it's Weissman will go back and serve. Weissman. Is it to the point now where if you're on that front line for the Bears, you know that they are not sending it 24's way. You're not sending it to the big man. That you automatically kind of go the other way or find somebody else.
Yeah, one of the things that we teach the boys is to kind of see the ball and then see the hitter. Understand their options and kind of make the appropriate call.
Good dig there, off fingertip dig there. Finding the seam with the kill of Jack Fredericks.
Continuing the point before, if our boys see that their pass goes perfectly to their setter and the setter doesn't have to run anywhere, chances are they're going to want to go to the big guy. Otherwise, they're going to go to the outside.
Out 4-0 for the Bears.
And I think that is somewhat the missing ingredient that we haven't had in these past couple of years, is we have had the strong net play that you talked about earlier. In years past, not so much. Now,
well, it's not exactly a big front line. I mean, there's some size there. You look at Mike Mann, you look at Fredericks. I mean, you've got some size, but it's not like you have the 6'5" across the front line. But if you have that good athleticism.
Very true. Oldbridge has the 6'5" across the front line.
6-0 Bears. Weissman still on serve. And that was in, right on the corner. That ends the 6-0 run to start the second game of this match. Again, this game will be rebroadcast on May 12th at 4 p.m. and May 13th at 8 p.m. on EBTV, but you can also stream the games live on demand on the website for the EBTV. Oh. (7-1) as Fredericks goes back to serve. Wide. Now, I haven't noticed a lot of substitutions here. Is this common now? I mean, I'm sure with Deep Athwal's injury that the bench is reduced a little bit, but I haven't seen massive substitutions. I mean, this is pretty much, with one exception, maybe, the core that's been out there all game.
Looking at our bench right now, the only one who isn't really being subbed in is Owen Summerer. He's one of our middles, one of our younger players, a sophomore. But otherwise, this is what you're looking at for this year and for next year.
And that's out. It hit the net, but it did bounce out side line. Well, is it something also, too, that you don't really want to mess with it? Even though you're up 9-2, second game of a match that you have a pretty good handle on. You don't want to destroy the rhythm, don't want to destroy the flow, and you want to let these young men who have played all year together finish together.
Absolutely. And they want to be peaking, at the right time, going into county and state playoffs. And having this group in here right now really helps them do that.
Billy Fox, the only regular substitute that we've seen here, subs in for the libero Kevin Liu. Good block there at the net by Billy Fox, as you referred to him as a William in the introductions, in the starting lineup introductions. Ooh. punishing serve.
Still good.
Still good, yeah. And now you know why the GMC tournament's held at South Brunswick, where the rafters are 20 feet higher. How do you get that ball on a jump serve to drive so fast down like that? I mean, that spin is just, and it eats you up, I guess, if you're on the other side, the receiving end of it.
Part of it is.
Bears get a second chance with it. But
That's a net violation.
Net violation there.
Back to the serve. Part of it is the toss. You want to get a good, forward rotating toss, and then part of it is, when you finish your swing, you want to make sure you snap your wrist down so, the rotation of the ball naturally goes forward, and the harder the snap, the better the rotation down.
Bit of a weak defense there. Free ball here for North Brunswick, trailing 12-4. And unable to come up with a clean block. Bears and Rohan Chitella getting a point on serve. Flat serve here. And a quick set and kill by Fox. Frizzy with the serve. Free ball here, setting for Danny Leung. Good block at the net, ball's popping around. It's the air conditioning. Give another free chance here. That looked vicious. That just looked like this is going to be mine.
It's every volleyball player's dream to have a ball float over the net like that as you are approaching at full speed.
Blocked at the net. Setting up for Leung. There's really nothing much Neil Patel, the libero, could do here with that one. He hit him almost in the chest high. 15-5 Bears. All right, if there's one complaint I have, it's that. The net serves that just, hit the net and then just with the spin, carry themselves over and drop in harmlessly.
Mm-hmm. Tough to defend, too, if it goes onto the other side.
Booming serve goes wide for Frizzy.
Just a bit outside.
We'll check out. Now we have a bit of a substitution. John Wong, 6 junior, checks in. Okay, and Lung just racking up those kills. Leads the team with 170 kills. 17-6. Lung will be back to serve. And out. And one of the things you'll notice at the net, the players huddling, I guess, are they calling defensive positioning or offensive positioning here? Let's key in on the three guys in front of the North Brunswick net. They're there. Now, are they telling signals of where they're going to go?
Generally, there's a little bit of communication between the hitters and the setter so that the setter knows where to kind of set the ball. But on defensively, that's generally according to their rotation. They have to be in a certain spot on the court to start, but then they can end in a different spot.
Jack Fredericks there with the kill. 18-8. Kevin Liu will go back to serve. And that was out. And barely out of the back line. Looked close, but
very close.
I could see all lines, so. And I do think our score is correct and the scoreboard is wrong. Yes, 19-9. Now it's 20-9. So the. Okay, and John Wong checks out, and back in is Freezy, the senior here. 2 seniors on there. That's something too. 2 seniors of the starting 7. And 1 was injured, so really 1 senior in the starting lineup.
Both have put in many, many hours for the Bears, both, you know, in season and out of season, and
blocked but out.
And it really shows in their play in the court.
Now, where do they play in the off season?
There's a couple different places. I'm not sure where they play specifically. I know there's a club team in West Windsor. They play in a place.
Oh, miscommunication there on the set.
In Warren, New Jersey. There's a club, Warren Six-Pack. There's a Power Zone Volleyball in Denville. Those are the 3 places that generally East Brunswick players go to.
And this is not something where you have a feeder system like an AAU basketball or Blackhawks lacrosse to feed in. 23-9 as the Bears are on the verge of closing out here. Again, miscommunication as 2 Raiders collide.
Great dig by Kevin.
Free ball here for North Brunswick. But could not get it over the net. 24-9, and Alec Weissman will be serving for the match. But the match still is going on as that was in. 24-10. Game 2 of our contest. Oh, and again, that's the second time we've seen Kevin Liu kind of lose track of the ball or not follow the ball. You said look the ball. He was kind of ducked and didn't know where he was on the court. He thought he was perhaps at the back line. 24-11.
Not the way you want to win a game.
Not the way you want to end the game, set, and match as the Bears take this GMC regular season contest, 2 matches to none. Again, is at this late part of the season, do you really want a better match? I mean, I'm not putting down North Brunswick. Their record indicates that they are good, but obviously not in the same kind of good class as East Brunswick is.
Yeah, I think
do you want a better match? Do you want a better, a more, I don't want to say dramatic match, but do you want something a little more contested?
Yeah, I would say yes. I mean, are there good things to take away from this game, this match? Absolutely. We played an extremely good game, defensively, offensively. So, I'm pretty pleased with this game. But, there are times when you really want to be challenged going into the postseason. And, West Windsor, a couple matches ago, definitely did that, kind of woke us up. And I guess North Brunswick is the unfortunate recipient of that wake-up call.
Bears increased their record to 14-4 in the regular season. Again, state playoff seedings will be announced next week, as well as the GMC seedings. So I'd like to thank again the EBTV technical crew for coming out, setting up, and supporting East Brunswick High School Athletics. Frank Knoppenberger, the supervisor of athletics as well. Remember, this game will be rebroadcast, but you can also go on the library website, ebpl.org, click on the EBTV button, or go to ebtv3.org, as you see there on the graphic. And you can stream not only these athletic programs, but all the wonderful community service programming that EBTV provides for the community here in East Brunswick, New Jersey. For Tony Alexander, I'm Ken Saroka, wishing you a good afternoon. Again, Bears victorious here in boys volleyball, 2-0.